Hello YouTube, this is TJY Productions here. Today I'm going to show you how to start your train in Run 8 two different ways. First way is the very easy way, and the second way is the not so easy manual way, both of which come out to the same thing. So, I got two trains, they're both the exact same, one for one and one for the other. So, first things first, we're going to start with the really easy way. Basically, once you get your trains in place, you want to make sure once you click on your lead locomotive, make sure you click the lead. If you don't click the lead, whichever one you click on is going to be your lead. So click your lead locomotive first. Notice down at the bottom, the fuel level is empty. You just want to hit refuel. For some reason, if it starts out that way, you might have to do that. Most of the preset trains don't, but if you use the train maker window, it seems to spawn them empty automatically. So, like I said, the easy way, it really is easy. Hit auto start all. Then you want to hit MU, auto MUDP. That'll connect all your locomotives as well as automatically assign your DPU unit. Then you want to hit the auto EOT, which sets up this end of train device. The circuit breaker will set all the circuit breakers in the locomotives as well as the light configurations automatically. And the auto air brake or air brake cheat, which you can do also with F7, will I flip to this one. Notice the main reservoir and the what's this one is. All these are being set. You do auto, it sets it, you're ready to go. Now all you have to do is turn your lights on, your horn, put yourself in forward, train or your parking brake, and you're all set to roll. Like I said, that's the quick and easy way. You didn't have to do any moving around. It really was just that easy. So, for my sake, I'm going to just turn all these off here. That was not a... Okay. Bear with me, please. Stop, and stop, and I'm going to relinquish this train. So we're going to do the similar thing over with this train, except it's going to be a little bit more work. Again, first thing we want to do is make sure all our locomotives are fueled. That's not my locomotive. That's not it either. Come on. Guess I'm taking a hike. Refuel. So you can do sort of everything that needs to be done from the window that pops up. It's just not the manual way. You can start your locomotive solely from going in each locomotive. So we've clicked it. We got gas, train brakes applied. None of this else is really important. So we can go into our locomotive. The first thing we want to do is make sure all these black breakers are flipped upwards. Those are the important ones. If you want to do like the step light, which probably isn't a bad idea, you can. It's not required. Next thing you want to do is toggle this engine run switch, which is the one on the left, to start. And just click it a couple times. We get to start. And then you're set to hit the black start button. Because this is a lead unit, we want to set the MU headlight setup to short hood lead, and then we can manually control the headlights from down here. Our front one is the one all the way on the right here, so because we're not moving it, we're just going to leave it at dim. When we get our DPU set up, this one will control that, and we're going to leave that one at dim also, always, just because that's kind of like what you do. And we got lights. Next thing, we'll just work our way back. We'll want to get these locomotives synced together. So one of the couplers, you can click it, and this will pop up. Right here is the connection buttons. Go ahead and hit MU connect, and it'll say up here that the MU connection is okay. Go ahead and click out of that. And if you want to do the breakers the same way you can, just walk up to this ladder, hit, I think it's still F11 by default, and you can cycle through that then. And end up back in the cab. Same thing, you want to set the black breakers, as well as this. That one's already set, nice. Set your switch to start, go on ahead and fire it up. This isn't a lead or trailing unit, therefore we don't have to worry about the MU headlight setup. Once they get fired up, you can go ahead and toggle back to run. You want to make sure you do that in all of them before you leave. Excuse me. Then you want to head to the back. If you have a DPU unit, which we do, we'll set that up a little differently regardless. All locomotives or trailing cars, go ahead and hit the rear coupler. And the second from the bottom option will always be EOT options, your end of train device options. If it's a locomotive, it'll be built in. If it's a car, it'll be external. Go ahead and hit activate. If it's a rail car, you'll see the device pop up here attached to the coupler. Otherwise, it'll just turn on, I guess, and you'll see the receiving telemetry from EOT pop up. Just like the other locomotives, we will have to go to jump on here, so we need the F11 and cycle through again. Flip all the breakers. Step lights and the instrument lights are the ones I always set to on. This one, because it is a trailing unit, we want to set this to short hood trail, so we'll just toggle through that until it matches up with this one. And it should go off the lead locomotive, then again. Done. If you don't want to go in the locomotive, it's the wrong. So we can hit J. We can't, and here's why. This isn't assigned as our DPU unit yet. If we go back into the main cab, we can toggle over screens to the DPU screen. If this was working, we would see that unit and all the others that are MU'd to it listed at B, so we have to connect that to the train. The best way to do that is click it and do DPU lead unit. I don't know how to do that manually, so this one you will have to do. Yeah, so now it's set to this, and we can use J, Shift J to control extend back. I guess that'll be my next thing to figure out, is how to manually do the DPU. Let's move these switches. I don't know what they do. I'm sure it's somewhere in here. It's doable, but yeah, not important. Wait, what is this? I haven't paid attention to what this one was. Oh, it's just a fan. Headlight. What are you? I don't know. That's the manual way to do it. And then so we're just going to make sure then again this is back to run. Then we can see here that the DPU is registering. So if we throttle that up, it should also throttle that one up, although I bet it's still in late. So yeah, it's still in start, so we have to flip that to run. And now if we throttle up, we will see both of them throttle up. We'll see the load difference. So, we'll kick the reverser to forward, turn on our bright lights here, give the 2 blasts. Go ahead and give a little gas first before I release the brake. See the load go through and drop that parking brake, and we're out of here. So that is the not so simple manual way to fire up your train. I like it because it seems way more realistic. Because you have to flip all them switches, and it's neat. I love it. I like this game a lot better than the Railworks one that I've grown accustomed to. And the radio where you press buttons. If you have a TeamSpeak, somehow you can get it to work with that, but yeah. I'm just in love with this game. It's so fun, so detailed, and my computer will actually run it at a higher FPS than what I'm for your scene. I have to have it locked at 10 for the recording software, but it runs at unlimited problems, which is awesome. Hump yard works, maintenance works. You can create Form Bs. You can place signs like flags, like the red, yellow, green, well, some other weird CSX ones that I'm not familiar with. The other cool thing is you can fence your DPU. So if you noticed, there's this green line. So if I throttle up the lead units, I can control this separately then. So I can notch the back up and squish my train. I can idle completely. I can run solely off this. I can run the dynamic brakes separately if I want to. There's so many things that I can do in this game that you can't do in any others, and it's awesome. Why is that going backwards? Okay, never mind. So I guess I'm gonna unfence that and brakes up before I cut. Sometimes I get bored and mess around with things. But all the cool stuff like that, and the fact that all the displays in the Locomotive work is just incredible. Blows my mind. So that, guys, is how to run 8, get trains moving, both the easy and the not so easy way. Again, if you wanted to, you can do everything from here. You can do run and then start, then the start stop, and then set your dynamic brake switch or whatever in the direction and stuff like that. But for quickness sake, just the auto everything is just as easy. I have done it that way on multiple occasions. Where's my VR still set? Oh, because I have a train with. So apply the handbrake, release that, and this resets. And so yeah, fun stuff. have any more suggestions, comments, questions, things you want me to see, drop comment, follow me on Instagram, like us on Facebook, whatever. I guess I'm pretty social. So, chat with me. I am open to ideas. Yes. Social. Told you. That's still starting. Why are you still starting? You should be... It doesn't matter. Now it's ready. So yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed.